I suggested soul food, and he was like, "Oh, I've never had it." I said, "You ain't never had no soul." Sorry.
And then they'll sell dirty ice cream.
Oh, what is dirty ice cream?
That don't sound delicious.
It
Boy,
sure does.
let me tell you,
I don't
man.
know why we got excited about dirty ice cream. Dance was perfect. Everything else was like, it was terrible. I was
Yeah.
homeless. I was living out my car. My car, I got into an accident. I lost my house because my house was my car. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like,
I told you having you on the pod was gonna be reckless.
gonna be crazy.
Why is it called dirty ice cream?
Why is it dirty? She said, "Why is it dirty?"
I love y'all so much. Oh my gosh. Like, I love y'all so much.
You already did it.
I prematurely
You prematurely press record. Guys, I know we've been through so many episodes now, but trust me, we're still adjusting. And
we started.
yeah, we did start.
Yeah.
Oh, man, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let me turn myself down a little bit.
Yeah, you're kind of loud. Why are you yelling?
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
All right, now put it up to your mouth.
Oh my God.
That's a clip. But yeah, so we're yeah.
Here.
Yo, it's your boy Karl.
I think you're really loud.
Am I that loud?
I think so, a little bit.
All right, man. I'm just to tone it down a little
First
bit.
of all, I didn't get the opportunity to yurt, and I feel a little.
Oh, it's okay.
left out.
We'll hear
You
on
will.
3.
Don't worry.
Okay, ready? On 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, making it beautiful, girl.
Okay.
And welcome back, like I said, to the Why Not podcast. It's your boy Karl.
And it's your boy James.
And again, we are excited for a new episode because we have a new guest. As you guys can see, she is a dancer, choreographer, teacher, storyteller.
Wow.
And we'll get into that.
Artist.
Bruh, she's like a jack of all trades over here. So let's give it up for Jasmine.
How you doing?
AKA Jae.
Yes, ma'am.
Jae Reneé.
Bro, whenever James suggested for you to be on the pod, bro, I was just like, yes, because we have had so many sidebar conversations of
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And we'll get into that though, because you basically turned it into like a dance film.
I did.
Oh, but we'll talk about that. No, we're gonna leave that here.
Yeah.
You have all the time in the world to talk about it. But yeah, so if you guys are watching this should be released coming towards Thanksgiving time.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. If you are watching this, well, I mean early Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we
Early
can still say
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
We should every
Thanksgiving.
day should be Thanksgiving.
Thankful.
Thankful. But yeah, so
She was like, thankful.
yo, I can't. Okay, anyways. So yeah, coming up for the Thanksgiving season, guys, I just wanted to know within all of you guys, we'll start with James. What are you thankful for?
Bro, I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful for all the good and all the bad, honestly. Because,
That's a word.
I don't know, like, there's so many things to be thankful for. I mean, yeah, it is a word, man. Yeah.
It is.
It is a word. I'm thankful for just, like, the really small things. Like, I woke up today.
Felt.
I got 2 eyes that work. I got 2 legs. I can walk. Some people can't
Amen.
walk. I got a pinky. Bro, some people ain't got pinkies. I got 2 nostrils. I can breathe. Look, listen.
No.
Wow.
Both breathing.
The senses
Bro,
are
like,
sensing.
all my senses working fine. And I got a great circle of friends. I'm thankful for
That's a blessing.
everything, man. Yeah.
He said
Hey, some people can't do that.
they can't.
You're right.
They can't. They got to do it too.
Never met that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm being for real.
I
though.
know you're
Oh,
right.
so we're thankful.
I was trying to think of how but you're right. That's
I mean, can you imagine?
I didn't take it that far.
I'm just saying, it's like we have a lot to be thankful for. In
that
life.
is very true.
You know what I mean?
I
So
was
just the
just
fact that
thinking,
your
like,
nostrils
yeah,
work.
like I'm not sick, but like through a tooth, that's crazy, bro. You're wild.
This is
for
not
that.
going how I planned it to be.
I'm thankful for everything.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're thankful for. Well, for me, whenever it gets to that point to where it's like, I'm thankful. I'm really thankful for my friends. Like, I feel like I came from a season to where it was like I couldn't necessarily. Let's just say like I don't accept compliments. as much, you know, because you get to a point where like you're so hard on yourself. But when you get to a point to where you can just think about, you complimented me, I'm actually gonna accept it. You know what I mean? Because you decided to take time out of your day to let me know, like, probably how good I look, or like tell me if this choreography looked good. You know, like things like that. I'm just learning more to just accept those. And friends who see that and love and support us and continue to grind and work their ass off, like, thankful for you guys, bro. Honestly, I really appreciate you guys for all the, and especially the people that listen to our podcast, bro. Like, anyone who listens to our podcast, we are super gracious for all of your love and support towards the pod. So man, it's like, if you haven't told any of your friends lately, like, tell them that you love them, tell them that you're proud of them, because they could be going through something really rough right now. But, you know, a lot of people are just really good at hiding it. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, whatever second for the day you have, just be like, hey, you're doing great. And whatever you need, I'm here.
Hey, if you're listening or watching the podcast, I want you to go outside, go on all four, start eating some grass, because you a goat.
What, bro?
So, Jasmine, what do you think?
Oh, no. Oh, God.
I'm grateful for that comment. Because it put something into perspective for me. That goats really be out there eating the grass.
They be munching on grass, bro.
But is the grass greener where they munch? That is the word of the day and the question.
Wait, what did you just say?
Is the grass greener where they munch? That could be taken so many ways, so I'm going to move on.
Okay. or the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's green where you water it.
That's it. No, but that's the truth.
Big Sean, Justin Bieber, As Long As You Love Me.
Wait, As Long As You Love Me?
You know that song?
The song.
Big Sean. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. It's green where you water it, so I know.
Oh, I thought you were singing like, As Long As You Love Me.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh my God. This is taking so long to just process through, bro.
What are you thankful for?
What are you thankful for, Jasmine?
All right, I'm grateful. Well, I am grateful. I'm thankful for a really big word, and it's called autonomy.
Autonomy.
Y'all know what that means?
No, like, educate us.
Autonomy is, and I probably don't have the actual definition, but it's where you can make your own decisions, be your own person, and not have to worry about doing or acting and making decisions based off of like people pleasing or how other people think you should be. It's having your own autonomy and doing things that you feel like are what's good for your life, what's good for your art, what's good for like whoever, you know, whatever you're doing.
Bro, that's just so funny because literally we were just talking about this in the car. When you don't have to base the decisions that you do upon other people rather than yourself, because then you just don't have any type of like self-identity at all. And it's like, because I was just telling you them in the car where like back then I used to like to really, because I had major FOMO. So literally whatever event was going on, whatever people wanted to do, it's like if I wasn't a part of that, I was going to be so left out.
Yeah,
and
you felt bad.
Yeah, right. So then when it got to that point, it was just me realizing that like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna do what you like. I'm gonna do everything that you find interesting, even if it's not as interesting as me. But then as you like grow and start to learn, you're just like, how is this benefiting me?
Right.
In any single way at all. You know, so amen to that. Like honestly, just being able to like make your own decisions and not have it being based on other people is very important, and it's very important for self-reflection, self-identity, and it's just, man, that's strong, dude. If you guys just sit on that for a while, man, you'll get it. But, you know, you got to sit down and think about it.
We're going to give you 5 seconds to just sit down and think about that. Okay, we're good.
And happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving meal?
Oh.
Or like dish?
I already know.
Listen, all right.
You want me to go first?
I want to hear what you got.
Oh, my gosh. Stuffing.
Really?
Stuffing is my favorite thing. Now, there's 2 ways to do stuffing, right? Because I like to cook, by the way.
Yeah.
So, traditionally, of course, you can do the stuffing with turkey gravy. That's it. Mix it all together. It's like a little stuffing bowl, right? However, I get the sage stuffing, and I get the sage sausage, and I bake the sage sausage with the sage stuffing.
Hold on.
Bro. Yeah.
Are
Let me say it again.
Are you sure you're not a chemist?
You might be
am
a
an
chemist.
alchemist. Ooh.
Listen, y'all.
And a dictionary, apparently. I'm using it on those words.
You just know all of these
Just
words
all
like
these big
autonomy, alchemist,
There will be more.
onomatopoeia, bro. Like
Onomatopoeia.
supercalifragilistic.
Yo, you know a lot of words.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude,
So
for real.
fun fact: my mother literally read the dictionary growing up, and when I know it sounds crazy, and growing up, she's like, "You have to write," and I had to practice my cursive, and I had to practice my handwriting, and I had to write things and big papers and all that. Like, so yeah, dictionaries are.
This is such a stupid episode right now.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving. No, but stuffing though, crazy.
Yeah,
so
stuffing.
For me, when it came to food and like the traditional, how do you say this? It was like the traditional Thanksgiving meal. I didn't really have that, but like I'm pretty sure that you guys might have like not had that too, because of course you had like culture food. For me, being a Filipino, man, it's just like whatever we decided to bring to one party, we didn't care if it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, we bring it all. You know what I mean? So it's like whenever we have, let's just say Thanksgiving, it's like y'all bring turkey, like we bring a whole pig.
Oh yeah, that
And it's called, lechon?
Lechon.
Yeah, bro. We literally bring an entire pig, apple in the mouth, freaking everything, bro. And we eat that with the sauce, bro. The mang tomas. Filipinos, if you don't know what the mang tomas is, bro, you're missing out and you're not Filipino. But man, it's like just, I feel like Thanksgiving meal for me was just like everyday Filipino food.
Oh,
dog.
that makes sense.
Like it's just we bring whatever we bring, bro, and it's always good, always slaps. You know what I mean?
The pancit.
The pancit, the
Lumpia.
lumpia, you know what I
Ooh.
mean? The some sinigang, bro.
I
Just-
have a question.
what's up?
The rice balls that are sweet. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
It's like a dessert, and it's
Oh,
so
bro,
good.
I know what you're
is
talking
that?
about. It's just
What
at
is
the
the
tip
name
of
of
my
that?
tongue.
Cause they're so good.
I have to ask Jasper.
Please.
Jasper knows how to cook better than I do, so I mean, like, I'll leave it up to her.
Have you ever had dinuguan?
Did it go on? Oh yeah. Fun fact. It's like if I make you look at dinuguan, you'll just be like, oh, that looks very dark.
Yeah.
But dinuguan is actually pig's blood.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like pork blood, but it makes everything like the way that we prepare it. It's like a stew with like
Okay.
meat in it, and it just it makes the blood darker. So it's actually really good on rice. But then if you continue to think that this is like pig's blood, like
It's
some
gonna
people
throw
are
you
like
off.
someone's gonna get thrown out. That's why I just don't. If I were to ever give it to someone, I'm not gonna tell them what it is. I'm just gonna be like, it's good, eat it.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Exactly.
This is pretty much how it is. What about you?
What about me?
Yeah, like what's your favorite? The question you asked.
What are you talking about?
The question you asked.
Who are you? So,
I'm about to turn this mic off.
okay. So my favorite, it's not necessarily because I think it tastes the best, but this is just for me. I think my favorite dish, I love turkeys. And the reason why is not necessarily because like, oh, turkeys taste so amazing. It's just that during Thanksgiving, I turn into Bob from Bob's Burger.
Oh wow.
And listen, I love making turkeys. I love I love spending 12 hours cooking a bird and making that dry ass bird as juicy as possible. And when I can do that and people are like, damn, this turkey tastes good, I look at them and I'm
He's a master baster.
yeah.
You're an alchemist.
I'm an alchemist.
Alchemist. Alakazamist.
Alakazamist, bro.
Alkaline.
But I mean, besides that, honestly, I will piggyback on like the stuffing. I actually really do like stuffing. I think stuffing is very underrated.
It is underrated.
You put stuffing in your turkey?
No, I have not. But you know
You
what?
should try that.
I
this
actually,
year.
yeah, I might do that.
How do you cook with... I mean, do people do that?
I mean, I don't.
I know you don't, but you never put stuffing in your turkey?
No, so when I'm preparing my turkey, I would usually stuff my turkey with lemons, onions, garlic, and
So you do have some type of stuffing in
Oh
it.
yes.
well,
But-
yeah, but it's not like I do stuff the turkey. You know, what else do I use? Bay leaves. You know, like I gotta season the inside really well. But I don't have an actual like edible like stuffing. It's not stuffing.
Understood.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm sure like the stuffing that you're describing, but then when you add some turkey in it, I'm Man, I can't wait for Thanksgiving, bro.
Me either.
I'm just ready to eat. But do you have, like, for me to ask you, right, being our guest, like, do you have a crazy Thanksgiving story that you want to share?
Oh, dang.
Like anything wild?
Yeah, I do. And I'm gonna share it.
Okay.
That was,
I got nervous. I was like,
gonna be my
"Oh,
next
man."
question. I was like, well, wait.
Because I'm just nervous. Okay, I'm gonna share it because it's actually hilarious.
Bro, this is the pod, man.
So, I have an aunt, and she will go nameless, and she used to be like the GOAT of making mac and cheese, and somewhere down the line, that has faded in a very yeah. So, the family has asked for me to be the new GOAT because I make mac and cheese pretty well.
Yeah.
Like the pig to you for the Philippines,
Yeah,
or it's like
yeah.
mac and cheese to like black people when it comes to like that's one like critical thing, right? So they had us do a contest one year because she just knew. She was like, yeah, no, this girl's not gonna beat me. She's young. She's just
like
not gonna
final
do it.
boss Super
Yeah,
Mario
it was
browser
crazy.
type.
And she really thought she won, and no one in the family had the heart to tell her that they were throwing her mac and cheese away
You're
and eating mine. And I really hope she never sees this. Never sees this.
bro. So you're telling me
I won.
No,
But I love her. Love you.
It's just a fact that you guys had like a competition and things. What was it, like a low key competition, or
It
was
was
it like your family established? Like,
I think everyone knew it was a competition, but my aunt. Like, that's what was terrible.
yo. Well, I'm glad now. I gotta try this mac and cheese.
I don't. No, that's actually pretty good.
I'm much of a mac
yeah.
and cheese connoisseur myself.
You are?
Oh yeah, no.
I'm
for
not
sure.
gonna tell you what cheeses. I'll tell you off camera what cheeses I put in.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
you don't
This
want,
is not
you don't want
some.
people to know the secret
No,
recipe.
the secret recipe. No, so one of the crazy things that I used to do with mac and cheese was, because while I was in the Navy, it's like people would just mix anything with anything, right?
Yes.
So what happened was, we went to Mission Barbecue,
Mhm.
right? There was a Mission's Barbecue food truck right outside, and what happened was Mission Barbecue has mac and cheese, and I was eating it this one day, and then my boy, shout out to Logan, he put barbecue sauce over it, and I was just like, ew at first. And he was
But
like,
this
bro, I'm
actually
telling you, this
slaps.
thing slaps. And I'm just like, well, all right, let me try some. So, bro, as soon as I put the barbecue sauce over the mac and cheese, never look at the mac and cheese the same way ever again, bro.
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to, like, bro,
Try it.
if I have time,
Yes.
I live next to a Mission's Barbecue, so I might have to take you there, bro. Because, like, after eating that, it just made it, and it's like a sauce, so it just made it more wet and
Yeah.
cheesy, bro. It was... moist.
I mean, maybe we got tomorrow if it's open tomorrow.
Oh no, dude! I definitely have to take you
Sunday?
there, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm
Grab
telling
it.
you, you gotta try that too.
Let me tell you. Here's the other game changer.
Yeah,
Put I don't know. Do they have pulled chicken?
I'm pretty sure they do. They
Child,
barbecue
pulled chicken, that barbecue in the mac.
all together.
Yes.
I
I'm a
guarantee
food
you.
mixer though, so I know some people aren't, but I am. I'll like throw it all together.
Just make it
Like
one
a-
big pot of stew. Just
Chipotle burrito bowl.
Kinda
Just
in a way.
mix it all in together.
But like 3 things top. You know what I'm saying? Like top
three things top,
like
so it
3.
can't be like more.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest casserole fan. It depends on what the casserole
Sweet
is.
potato.
Sweet potato casserole.
Yeah.
Hold on, I ain't never had that. And I know, man. Okay, don't
What?
crucify me. I'm a pumpkin girl. I'm a
Oh
pumpkin
my
girl.
goodness. I have to. Jasper loves sweet potato.
That's-
Bro, Jasper loves sweet potato casserole. I have to have her.
But it's like
make
the
some.
marshmallows, right? Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You put the marshmallows on top, and you put it in the oven.
Yeah.
It just like roasts over.
Does she do like pecans too?
I'm pretty sure she does. Jasper can just do. If you give her a recipe, bro, she will
She can,
abide to
like-
that recipe and she will cook it, bro. Like that's why.
I know. Oh, I know that you mentioned that you like to like mix your food a little bit.
Yes.
So, what's your favorite like mixture combination? Because like when I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think I kind of do that too.
What's
And
your
for-
favorite combination?
And for me, I think I like to mix like mashed potatoes and gravy
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
with like turkey,
Okay.
and then like ham.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like 4 things, bro.
Well, mashed potatoes and gravy, I guess that's 2. So
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
My like go-to mixture: collard greens, pot liquor. You know what pot liquor is?
No.
Oh my gosh.
What?
It's a southern thing, like a soul food thing. So pot liquor is really all it's the like the broth that the greens sit in. But usually when people eat greens, they just like take the greens out, drip the little juice off, and then eat the greens. But you have to add just a little bit of like a spoonful of pot liquor. It does like what the barbecue sauce does for the mac and cheese, and then the mac and cheese. So collard greens, the pot liquor of the collard greens, and the mac and cheese.
Dude, y'all making me hungry again, bro. And I just
And then a little bit of shaved turkey that come up in it.
It's so interesting because like
Goated.
we all have different cultures, and like when it comes to Thanksgiving, it's like you got your Southern food,
Yeah.
you got your Filipino food, and then
Yeah.
me, I got my African food. So
It's like wild.
we all need to have like a
It needs to be
cultural
a potluck.
Okay, wait. Speaking of African food, hold on, bro. I need you to explain to me the story.
Talk about it.
Because okay. So if you guys haven't watched like a recent podcast, right? I'm very I love calling James black. Like I love making sure he knows that he's black, but I have been corrected. There is a difference between being black and being African, right? And so
Yes.
I want you, because you read me the comment, right? So I read the comment to James, and it was just there's a big difference from being black and being African. And then you said something at the end where it was like, thank God for soul food, right?
Yes.
So what was the story of like the soul food?
How did it start? Do you remember?
I don't remember how it started. No, I remember how it started. I think you had first moved to Richmond, and so I think you were like in town, and we were like, yo, we need to go grab food and just catch up. And then I was like, well, what you want to eat? And then he was like, he gave some things, I gave some things, and then I'm pretty sure, obviously, I suggested soul food, and he was like, oh, I've never had it. I said, you ain't never had no soul. Sorry.
Wait, hold on. Our audio is peaking.
Sorry, it
No,
is.
it's
It was
good.
me getting excited.
No, I just think we gotta.
We just gotta put it
Turn
up
it
to our
down.
mouths.
Sorry.
All right, how does everyone sound right now?
I mean, it sounds good to me,
Sound
bro.
good?
Yes.
Okay, I think this
Yeah.
is a little
This
better.
is a better. Yeah, this is good.
Okay,
Yeah, this is calming.
we were peaking a little bit.
We were.
We're just being no, it's just us being loud, bro. Like that's all it
That
was.
really was.
James, cut from there. Update audio from here past. All right.
And also quack what she just said.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, please.
Continue with your story.
So,
Man.
yeah, I suggested, we should eat some soul food, and he was like, oh, I've never had soul food, and I said, dude, you ain't never had soul food. That's crazy. You're black. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm African. I said, oh, actually, that is true. Like that is a true statement, and that's when I realized.
I know, like when we had first off, when I had the soul food, it was so
Yes.
good. It was really good, and I really liked it. And I remember I got something that I never really had.
Yes.
Was it the pig's feet?
No,
What did I eat?
I've had pig's feet.
you
Pig
had
feet's good.
chitlins.
Chitlins. That's what it was.
Yes.
That wasn't bad, honestly. But
It's like you know what they are, right?
No.
It's pig intestines. So like when you were talking
Oh.
about the pig blood and people being like, oh, I wouldn't tell. It's the like same thing for like us to other people who've never had
Really?
chitlins before.
Oh my gosh. Yo, hold up. Can we talk about this, bro? Hold on. So, you guys ever walked into a Walmart or like any type of place that sells meat and you pass by the meat section, and this was the weirdest thing growing up, bro. When I passed by this thing, I always had to look at it and just look at how weird it is.
Yeah.
Cow's tongue.
Oh.
Have you ever
Yes.
like just have seen it in the
Yes.
package, bro?
Yes.
Who in their right mind would eat cow's tongue? Like, is that a thing?
It's
bro?
a thing.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I would destroy some cow's tongue.
You had it before?
I have never had it, but
Oh,
I'm the
but
kind
you
of
would
person.
try
Who,
You buy that shit. You'd be like,
It's just the tongue. It's
Listen,
the tongue.
I'm the type
put
of
that shit on the
person
wall.
that, I would eat. Hold on, let me pause.
Yeah. I was like, what?
it's not gonna get any
Where
better
is
from
this
here,
going?
James.
All right,
It's not gonna get any better, bro.
I would eat anything at least once. All right, like
That is true about you, though. I do agree.
I feel like after you go eat it multiple times, my boy.
hey, I mean, listen, if it's good,
If it's
good.
cooked
And
correctly.
and if I know that it tastes good, bro, I know something other people don't know.
I feel like it's just the
Yeah.
way that it looks and the way that it's like told as what it is we're buying.
Yeah.
Cow's tongue, straight up.
So, are you a person that are you like a visual eater? That sounds crazy. Too.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Like if I look at something and it doesn't look appealing to me, I probably won't eat it.
Eat it.
Like it's just not. And then that's whenever Jasper comes in and she's just like, yeah, you need to be more open-minded about food.
Understood.
And it's like, cause what is it? I had a difficult thing growing up. I did not like green beans.
You didn't like green beans?
Growing up, no, it was just disgusting.
Sorry. What?
It was just,
That sounded really judgy. My bad.
No.
I'm so happy you're on the podcast. I'm so happy. I'm having a blast, y'all.
This is so no, but it's just like, bro, looking at green beans, bro, it was just like, and I knew how they tasted too. It just scarred me, like trying to eat some. But now eating green beans, like I will eat it and destroy it, like no matter what. Like green beans are part of a meal, I will eat it.
Period.
But it's just just the way that it looks, like it just looked weird to me. That's why I just never went and go eat it, But now it's like I've grown up. You have to be an old adult, eat your vegetables.
Just things start feeling and looking different.
Yo, sometimes you gotta just challenge yourself, man.
That's what I'm
That's it.
saying, bro. So
Like-
it's like I just had to go in, eat it, and I'm just like, oh, this ain't that bad.
I have a question.
What?
So you said that you looked at green beans and you were like, oh, that's disgusting. Have you ever had deneguan?
Oh.
I mean, sorry, not deneguan.
I'm Filipino, yes.
No, balot.
Oh yeah. So see, that's the thing. We were forced. Have you had it?
No. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, so balot in Filipino culture, it's like eggs, right? It's like
yes.
a duck
I know what
egg.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
we're
so
good.
it's
I
like
know.
whenever you there's a funny story. It's just like whenever you go down the street in the Philippines, there's always going to be this one guy. We have a lot of street vendors, right?
Which
So
I
whenever-
love. I wish America was more like
But
that.
the thing is, it's like they walk on your street and they sell it. So you'll know when the balot guy is coming through because he'll yell this
I
thing
love when they yell.
like balot, balot,
That's great.
balot, and you know it's coming. And it's just
Yeah.
like everybody from the street just runs to him like, oh my gosh, give me some.
My cabbages. Yes.
Like balot, there's a Filipino dessert that they sell too, and
I
then
love that.
taho, and then they'll sell dirty ice cream.
Oh, what is dirty ice cream?
That don't sound delicious.
It
Boy,
sure does.
let me tell you,
I don't
man.
know why we got excited about dirty ice cream.
Bro, because dirty ice cream, that sounds like, I don't know.
Why is it dirty?
Yeah.
I don't even know, but all I know is that it gets served. I'm surprised that we just talked about this within 27 minutes straight, and we just can't do it. You can't. I told you having you on the pod was gonna be reckless.
Why is it called dirty ice cream?
Why is it dirty? She said, "Why is it dirty? Why is it dirty? Do the roar."
Oh
So
my
anyway, so we're talking about dirty ice cream, and what happens is it's like they put the ice cream in a Filipino bread called pandesal.
Okay.
Yeah, and they just put the ice cream on that thing, and we say, oh, you know what I mean? It's something about it. It's very good. And we also have fish balls. Fish balls are really good. Not the actual balls of the fish.
I don't
You
think.
know, I was gonna go
you know
there.
what? We weren't even thinking that.
It's just the way that y'all been thinking lately. I just had to make sure of that,
I
bro.
was thinking caviar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, it's just like, fish in the shape of a ball, and we put some sweet sauce on it. And bro, it's just there's like a lot of food and a lot of vendors in the Philippines, and
need-
it's just great.
To visit.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, bro. It's like we're just full of food, bro. And then the thing about Filipino food is we know it's unhealthy, but you're not gonna get any much like tastier food than from the Philippines, bro. Like it's
I
just
believe that.
we're just a food making place, bro. And I'm so grateful for that. So it's like I'm glad I come from a culture with some good food, bro, because that means I just get to eat it all the time.
You are selling it right now.
Bro.
I just want you to know that.
I'm telling you, like
And
you
it's-
gotta go to Filipino restaurants around Virginia Beach. They're great.
And have.
The fillins.
Fillin-
But I need to do more. Oh, Wayne. Just put me on. We gonna talk.
Yeah. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk after this, off the record.
Bro, I used to go to Philins all the time.
Bro, I'm telling you, people sleep, bro. Shout out to Fillins for giving us some good Filipino food.
Sponsor us.
Fillins is not the only place, but like Fillins is the main spot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And your dessert, your leche plan, oh my gosh, bro. I can eat that all day.
Period.
Man, we're just gonna be sitting here talking about Filipino food, bro, but I'm just gonna take y'all somewhere You know, and they got the Jollibee too, bro. The Filipino fried chicken, bro.
I need to get on. You know, I know.
No, you never been to Jollibee?
I haven't,
bro.
And it's not like I don't know why.
Okay,
because I passed it several times.
Yeah, getting to the studio.
I know.
Everyone, like the majority of Princess used to work at.
I know.
Princess used to work at Jollibee?
Did you not know that? That was like the story.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm tripping.
Yeah, so
I'm tripping.
yeah, she used to work at Jollibee, and then like, what is it? It's just the fact that like, I don't know. It's just I feel like Crucial is just like
it's really crazy. But see,
wow.
I come from an area. I come from a time in Crucial where it was like Black Crucial, Filipino Crucial. You know what I'm saying?
There was definitely a story that I heard about that though. There was a time where it was split.
It was split, and that was my generation. And I was just like, man, and I love this Filipino food. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I gotta pick a side. Like,
that's crazy though, bro.
I feel like I had feet in both.
I did too a little bit.
Bro, I'm saying it's like whenever I told you, it's like you claim. Well, let me not use the word claim.
Yeah, fix that. You gotta fix that vocabulary.
Money, mine. You're all mine. Make me money. No, that was another clip in the podcast. But yeah, no. So I mean, okay, straying away from the Thanksgiving, I'm glad that we got to share all these different types of foods.
We went in.
But I just want to talk about you. So we're gonna get to this spot right here. So, okay. But I'm just glad that we had a call conversation. We haven't even introduced you yet.
That's what's crazy.
That's just how much of a vibe that we just have, bro. This is just great. So before we get on into anything, who are you? What is your story coming from as far as you can remember to where you're at right now?
Specifically about dance?
No, it's like your whole life. You know what I mean? Like what kind of person you were. What type of dancer you are. All the bad things, all the good things.
Ooh, I'll talk about it.
That's why we have this platform.
Okay, so my name is Jasmine, obviously. I go by JP Renee, which, fun fact, the P and the Renee are actually my middle names.
Oh.
Yes, so my full name, and not like the last name, I'm not going to put that there, but Jasmine Patrice Renee is my names. So, JP Renee.
That's
boom,
why.
Right? So, Jae Reneé is also cool because it rhymes, right? But, I've always danced. I remember seeing a video back in the day of like me at like 1 year old, and I was just like bouncing. Like I was on the coffee table like bouncing. They're like, get it girl, like whatever they were saying. I can't remember what they said, but I was always just like moving. I always enjoyed moving in that sense. And born in Puerto Rico, whoop whoop, Boricua. And you didn't know that?
Stop.
You did not know that?
You were born in Puerto Rico?
Yes, Saba.
No, bruh. That is so interesting to me, though.
Yes, and then my initials, my middle name initials, PR, are because
that is yo.
And then I'm also really good at PR.
Wait, but like,
Hire me.
Like, sorry. PR.
Public relations.
No, but like, are you somewhat Puerto Rican or are you just born there?
Let me explain.
Yeah.
Well, one, as a black person, I feel like a lot of people we're all kind of mixed. Like we're all like a lot of different things. But what's the fun fact actually, which is actually hilarious, and this might be the reason why I love Filipino food so much. My great aunt always said, she's like, you're Philippine, like there's part of Filipino-ness. Like, so apparently there's some sprinkle of Philippines, sprinkle of the Puerto Rican, French, Indian, Native American, obviously, and then black. And that's like an obvious, and I feel like and this is gonna get kind of deep, I feel like as Afro-Americans, that's how I like to call myself.
Yeah.
Because even though I was born in Puerto Rico, there's still a lot of Puerto Ricans that do view themselves as being, Afro or, black in the sense of they're on that side of the culture.
Yeah.
And so I say Afro-American because Puerto Rican is a territory of America. And I'm Afro, like, I'm saying I'm Afro, I'm American. And that's how I identify. But I'm very much a lot of different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like for people who are within people who are not of the America, like we are immigrants and we are colored, it's just, I feel like we're just mixed in with a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we're never really like one thing. Like there's a sprinkle of everything in all of us. You know what I mean? So it's like
I'm a purebred.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be honest.
Purebred?
I ain't never been that.
Yeah, I did ancestry.com and it said I'm 100%.
You're 100?
Yeah.
Ain't that a blessing? Child, I am.
That's good though.
I'm expensive.
Period.
Pure blood.
So what that made me?
You got to do an ancestry.com.
I know I do.
Cuz you never know. You could be you could be Nigerian.
You know,
you never know.
I could be though.
Yeah, you could.
Someone thought I was from Ghana.
You could have,
I don't even know. Anyway.
You could have Ghanaian blood in you, man.
I need to do it.
I'm just full Filipino, bro.
Hey.
That's a blessing too.
No, but see, every Filipino is also a Mexican.
Really?
Yeah, because y'all know the history of the Philippines.
Oh, I did hear about.
Yeah,
yes.
bro. Like King Philip brought all the Spaniards over to the Philippines. Basically, like came and made babies with all of the Filipinos over there, and then that's why we come from like Latinos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're like everyone calls us like the Mexicans of Asia.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's why it's like if you see me, But the thing is like when people see me, they think that I'm Mexican.
That's crazy though, because like, I guess I could see it, but
but now that you know I'm Filipino, it's like he's Filipino.
But how I met you, okay, that's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. Well, no, we'll talk about that later because I do want to talk about that. Though. But then again, let's go on topic. Puerto Rico. Let's go.
So that's my name. That's where I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Moved over here when I was 4. And I've been raising the 7-5 since then. You know, that's just been my thing. Now, my background, my mother is from the Bronx. Dad's from West Philly. So it's such like a good little combo for me. I really love my combo. It's
she got that dog in her, bro.
Got that dog in her.
Yo, she got that dog. Yo, you got a mom brother from the Bronx, bro?
Yes.
And a dude from Philly?
Yeah, I'm telling you. And born in PR.
Okay.
Yeah, it's spicy. It's real spicy.
Continue.
So I really, really, that's kind of my background. That's kind of how I like the lens that I live life through. Those 4 areas. So PR, Bronx, West Philly, and here, the 757. When it comes to dancing though, so I've been dancing since I was a baby really. And I started dancing in church. And I did, of course, liturgical. That's like the name for like Christian praise dance. Liturgical. But what I really thrived in was gospel miming. Which is like you put on the face, you know what I'm saying? Like the clown makeup face. And you are a mime. And you do your gestures. And it's a lot of facial expressions, a lot of emoting, a lot of saying what you need to say without saying it through movement. And that is what I loved. I loved gospel miming. Oh my gosh. And on top of it, for me, a lot of my crump comes from my gospel mime.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see that. Love it. So moving on, after I did that, I joined a Christian or gospel dance troupe at 16. Or was I 14? I think I might have been there for like a couple years. But anywho, so when I was a teenager, I joined that and we traveled, went to Texas, Florida, did different things, danced around. And that's where I got my performance and my like wanting to like travel and like really do this. But fun fact, I was like on a track to be a mechanical engineer and I wanted, my family was like, dance is that is not a career.
I feel like that's like every family.
Entertainment, no. Like you're not doing that.
Any type of passion ain't no job.
It ain't no job.
No. But you see people like, I feel like it's just got to be a stretch though. See, that's the thing. So there's a limit. There's really a limit. It's like if you're super passionate about it and you got that fire in you, like go for it. But
if that's your thing,
So
I was going to be a biomechanical engineer, and what's funny is I wanted to make prosthetic legs. So I was still doing stuff with I know, right? I would have been caked up, but it's okay.
Wait, what?
Biomechanical engineer.
No, I heard that part. Oh, the other part, the caked up.
Yeah, like money, like.
All right, gotcha. All right. I don't know, bro. For some reason, like I put caked up with like like bio legs
Oh, I
and
feel
stuff,
that.
and I was
Okay,
like,
I'm
not gonna-
you making like robot
Bro.
booty, bro?
That's what I thought that she
Dude.
talked about too.
I robot cake,
Bro, because you know how some prosthetic legs only go up to like right
Yeah.
here, bro. Tell me why I was thinking of a prosthetic leg from here with some fat robot booty.
Let me tell you,
Like
though,
you
that's
press a
probably-
button, automatic jiggle. You know what I mean?
That might have been we might need to like cut this part
made
out
something.
and make some money. you know how many that was the health benefits of not having to get injections.
I'm trying to be
Bro.
bad.
Hey yo, I'm trying to be prosthetically caked up.
Caked up. That's great.
I thought you. That's
Definitely
literally
talking
what I thought
about
you were
being
talking
paid.
about.
All right,
Okay, but continue.
continue.
So, long story short, I literally did that for 3 years. At my first college, ODU, and then like just had an epiphany. Whoop whoop. Go Monarchs.
Go Monarchs.
Go Monarchs.
I guess.
Said no one ever.
Said no one ever. Blessed. We love y'all.
Hey,
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, anybody from ODU watching this, bro? I'm sorry. It's just y'all
know
gotta
how
get
I
your money
feel.
up, bro.
It's all right.
hey yo.
I got a lot of things to say. We're gonna move on from that topic.
Okay, so
But yeah, I was on the marching band. That's the other fun fact.
Ooh,
Yeah, I did marching band
What'd
too.
you do, girl?
I was on Color Guard.
Band geeks?
Let me tell you about how I was a little upset though, because I thought I was gonna be on the marching band like what's that with Nick Cannon? Drumline. I thought I was gonna be on that marching band.
Ah, nah.
No.
No,
And
color
it's
guards are
okay.
dope though.
But color guard, yeah. So
Color
I
guards
wasn't
are dope.
upset because color guard taught me a lot with the flag and throwing up in the air and catching it, and I was like, ugh, and then like catching the flag,
Oh.
and I ain't never dropped my flag. I was on it. So the marching band, I was a part of the first marching band at ODU. I was the first year.
Wow.
Go 09, color guard. Then I was color guard captain, and so then I had an epiphany. I was like, I don't want to be bored.
We love epiphanies.
Yeah, I'm like being a biomechanical engineer. Yes, I'm gonna have a lot of money. Yes, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I really, really like to dance. I really like entertainment. I really like going to the studio with the drumline people and laying tracks down and talking to the rappers and
Yeah.
figuring out what they want to do with their back end of like their business and stuff. Like I was like, oh, I'm so into it.
Yeah.
And I said, if I'm gonna live my life, I want to live my life like happy and excited and
Indeed.
feeling like I'm going to work with a purpose and changing people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to switch my major junior year from biomechanical engineering to a disciplinary, an interdisciplinary studies degree, which mixed music and business because
Oh, wow.
ODU did not have a music business program.
Wow.
So I had to take music classes and I had to take business classes. And that's how I kind of got into this realm. And I always danced. So I would dance with the people at ODU, the dance majors, you know, once I was able to have time because I wasn't an engineering major anymore.
yeah.
And so I was studying to do music business because I was going to manage rappers.
Yeah.
And I was dancing because that was my passion. And that's how I kind of got really into the bag I'm in now.
That's
and then
good.
fast forward, you have Crucial, you have Academy of Fresh, you have, oh, I'm a dancer, I'm a movement artist. If I want to manage artists, why don't I manage movement artists? Come back, start Surge, and then, you know, the rest is history.
Yo, so Surge is crazy though, right? Because that's where I remember when I
Yes.
first met you, bro. So let
Yes.
me tell you, right? So before I even met you, I met her.
Yeah.
So what
Really?
happened was,
Yeah.
yes, because this is what happened, right? So when I first got to the 757, the first person I met was Princess. Okay, I always tell you that story.
Yeah.
So I met Princess and Tamara on the same night because we were at Princess's crib. What happened was I decided to sign up for a freestyle battle from Surge. And so
was
when
my
I pulled,
freestyle
yeah,
battle.
bro.
Yeah, it was
So I pulled
crazy.
up, and then next, I meet all these people, right? So
Yeah.
that's where I meet Kyrie for the first time because he was a judge, and that's where I met you because you ran Surge. So I was like, wow, this is fun. No, let me tell you, bro, being at Surge really opened my eyes, dude,
I'm
because
glad.
it showed me, because given I've only danced in Guam, right? So we have a very different dance culture over there. But whenever I got here, bro, because I was over here thinking, like, low key, like, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, I felt like I was on top of the world was my dance.
Oh, lit.
Like whenever I was on Guam, right? But no, there is something about getting to see different dance cultures around everywhere where it humbles you, bro. So when I got
truth.
to the 757 and I entered the Surge freestyle battle, Bro, so I won my first one.
Yeah, you did.
And that was because of the B-boy. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's like he just kept ending his set early. And I remember that too. And I was just like, bro, finish your round, bro. Yeah. It's like, this is all you're gonna get, bro. I went full out three of my rounds, bro.
You, dog. I don't think everyone, I think, underestimated you because they didn't know you.
Yeah,
because you were new around here. And then also, someone kept calling you Guam anyway. Yeah. You had like 2 nicknames or something. That was something on your shirt.
Yeah, it said University of Guam.
Okay. Yeah, so they kept calling. So everyone was like, "Oh man, who's this like out of towner that's gonna
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?" And so they were
like a movie. It was like a movie.
Yeah,
bro.
it really was.
Who's this guy?
It was,
hey man, you went from around here.
You don't know, but there was so much going on that night, bro. It was so much going on. So when you went out there and people were like, "Oh,
he can move.
Oh, this guy's crazy." Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you killed it.
I'm never gonna forget because somebody took a video of like, bro, I felt like in every round I did some type of different style of dance.
Yeah, you did.
So bro, I came in with a round like voguing and whacking, bro. I even dropped in one of my, like I did a death drop in one of mine, and then all I see in my video of me death dropping is this woman in the camera come in and she's just laughing, bro, because it wasn't something that you were expecting to come out of you, bro. But honestly, it's like when I first got there, bro, humbling experience. Like my second round I went with, it was with Rate the Senpai. I just know him by his username, bro. But bro, that man was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even want to battle him. I just wanted to watch him, bro, because that man is like a genius, and just the way that he moves is like, ooh, bro. So I was just like, if I lost to anybody, I would definitely just want to lose to him, bro, because I wasn't even gonna do my round. I literally just wanted to watch and just observe and learn, because this was like, wow, this is what the culture looks like here, and everybody else is doing it, and it was just like, bro, this is something that we don't get because on Guam we're so stuck on one style. Okay. But literally everybody here has something unique to bring to the table. What is that style, by the way? Well, it's just very when you're on Guam, you're very limited to what you're able to like conserve, like unless a guest choreographer decides to come in and teach us like what, but we're very influenced. So we just whatever we see on during that time and era, it's like we're gonna do it. Got it. And we really try our best to really get it, but we don't necessarily have like those choreographers like at our grasp disposal at that time. Yeah. So we just watch everything through like YouTube. I mean, there's some teams that go out to the States and do competitions, but then we learn from them. But it's never anything that we've ever created. That makes sense. Or have. We just get it from that's what I'm saying. So it's never. I feel like it's never taught properly. Like there's no foundation from it. You know what I mean? It was like, because there's someone who really dug deep into the culture and learned and went all the way up, and this is what's their foundation. But here it was just like, oh yeah, we just learned it once and we kind of just wanted to see what it was like here, putting it out there, but it wasn't taught properly. It was just made to look cool, but never made to like teach us a lesson of where it came from. You get what I'm trying to say?
Talking my language,
bro. I'm just saying, bro. So it's like, so whenever I went to the Surge freestyle battle, man, it was just such a blessing to just be able to watch everyone, and that's what made me want to dig deeper and like, man, I wonder what else I can find here. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was just crazy. So yeah, I just want to thank you for that, bro.
I thank you for telling me and just sharing that, because that night was a rough night, just like transparently, because that was my first battle. As I guess like a company, as someone who's saying for the culture, like this is what I want to do, and it wasn't necessarily received well, transparently, but I'm not upset about that. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you know, in hindsight, I guess, right? Hindsight, right?
Well, can I ask why though? Like,
I don't mind talking about that. It was I think it was for a few reasons. I was really quiet before I had moved away to Philly. So a lot of the people in the culture, because before I moved to Philly, I was with Crucial, of course. And I was dancing with them, and I was quiet. I kind of kept to myself in that sense, but I always wanted to be in street dance. It's just that in this particular area, street dance is a little more gatekept. So if you don't know the right people, you're not around them, you're not doing, you're not you're not doing the things that street dancers were doing.
Yeah.
So for me, when I wanted to get back into dance, because I was a mechanical engineering major, so getting back into dance here, and I was sheltered growing up, so I really only danced in church. The first name or group of people that were, shown to me was Crucial. So I was like, okay, obviously that's like the route I'll go, audition for Crucial, and enjoyed Crucial because they were like, for lack of better words, because they're more than this, but they were like my stepping stone back into it. You know what I'm saying? Like they helped me like build my confidence and understanding of the industry so that I can know what I needed to do after that.
Yeah.
But because I was Crucial focused and because I moved away right after I was Crucial focused, a lot of people in street dance did not know me. So if they don't know you, they don't trust you. That's the first thing. So I didn't understand that then. I understand it now, obviously. And after that, I would also say like being a woman, I feel like plays a role in that too, because if I'm being assertive, I'm bossy, or there's another word for it. I don't know if y'all, we're not cursing on this part.
You can curse.
I can. I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm being, it's like, why I gotta be that? Because I'm telling you what to do and how to do it. Like it's just like, that's what I'm supposed to do. This is leader. Like don't you? Like I don't understand. Like why that make me. Anyway, so
but if y'all were to do it, it'd be alright.
It's anyway, but
I get what you're trying to say.
But I understand that dynamic too. It's like that's just not, especially because street dance is very male oriented. It's male dominant, exactly. So also, just because I did overcome that event in itself, I didn't want to throw, and this is the autonomy part. I did not want to throw a battle that soon.
Yeah.
Starting that business, that type of business. But one of my business partners at the time was like, no, it would be great. We should do it. The community needs it, which it did. People wanted to battle. They wanted that. Yeah. But it just wasn't the right timing. And I knew it wasn't the right timing and I didn't stand on that. So when we did it, I was like, I kind of also as a leader or as like a business owner, I allowed that person to, take the reins and let that be his like way to prove himself. Long story short, it didn't really go well because again, I don't feel like I was being heard all the way, only because it's like, oh, she being bossy. She trying to tell me what to do. And I get it because I probably was, because I'm not a great delegator. I probably had to be real direct and it probably didn't come off the right way. But a lot of the things in the event itself weren't culturally correct. And because they weren't culturally correct for the OGs and for some of the people who were vets, it put kind of a bad taste in their mouth. But it was a learning experience for me, especially because I had to learn how to be assertive. I had to learn how to follow my gut. I had to learn how to be vocal and how to stand on who I am and what my business and brand stood for. So although during the moment, and I remember like I woke up the next day and I was like, oh my God, that was the worst event I've ever thrown. And I think that, the Sunday after was when, RIP Kobe passed. Oh. And it put into perspective, I feel like, and I hope this doesn't sound morbid, but like I see like everything that I feel like happens, whether it's good or bad, I feel like there's a lesson in it. And God was like, it could be worse. You could be in that type of situation where you found out your family member passed or like you had a bad event. Yeah. Get over it. And it wasn't even a bad event. It just wasn't all the way correct, but it was my first big event. Yeah. Like you're not going to be perfect when you first start. Like that was a good learning lesson. And I'm over here like, oh my God, child, get over yourself.
It's the first time you did it.
Yeah, it's the first time you did it. The first time you had a team, like the first time you put trust in somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you did great.
Take everything as a learning
experience. The first time is always going to be a little rough, and that's fine. Like you figure out the kinks, you work them out, and then the next one's always going to be better.
And the next one was great.
Right? Oh, yeah. I bet it was.
The next one was lit.
Oh, yeah. That's how we saw this podcast. Because I remember when we were watching it, bro. It was like that first episode, brother.
I remember y'all were like, listen.
That was rough.
Bear with us, but it's gonna be great. We're gonna keep doing it.
That's why he had to make a disclaimer episode at the beginning,
man,
bro.
I had to do it, bro.
Nah, but that is so dope though. So currently like now, what are you doing as in your ventures with dance? Is it like, you know what I mean?
Ooh, I feel like there, you know, when you said jack of all trades, I feel like that's how it feels, to be honest. So I am working on launching Surge, but I'm taking the time to do it the right way.
The right way, yeah.
And the right way doesn't mean the last one was wrong. It just means that I learned. It's like Surge 2.0, essentially, is what it would be.
Okay.
But I'm learning a lot. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from then. Just understanding the cultures, understanding myself, understanding the community and what they really need. And just making sure that when it returns like where it's not gonna like, I want it to last. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be a staple that's going to allow the community to really grow and collaborate with each other and foster just the right things.
Yeah.
So that's just a lot of that. Funny enough, because I feel like people want certain things to happen like super fast, but a lot of the things when it comes to Surge specifically is about what I'm doing with my own particular artistry and my own movement artist career, and even my own business career, like my own entertainment business career. So, you know, working on relaunching Surge, just building that understanding, like taxes, like that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like people understand that, like that's a whole, if you want to be an LLC, like you have to understand taxes and grants and loans and all that stuff. Like I don't want to be, I want to have that all right.
Like you want to make sure you're prepared.
Yeah. And I was not prepared before because I didn't, you know, you never know until you're actually doing it. Mm-hmm. But then also, I went to Full Sail. I got my master's from Full Sail.
Yes, sir.
So of course, Old Dominion was where I got my bachelor's in music business, essentially.
Yeah.
And I went to Full Sail and graduated last year, actually, and got entertainment business.
I was there.
Yeah.
We celebrated.
Yes.
Yeah. That was
listen,
crazy.
Thank y'all. Listen, I was like, ooh, because Lord, it was a great program. So I can't even say it was hard because it's like a lot of work. But the program was awesome, and we'll talk about that too. I guess we'll get to it. But so I'm really looking to leave my job in education and actually get an entertainment job, and that can be anything from marketing companies to management companies to all of that. Because the long-term goal when it comes to Surge and also doing entertainment work is being a manager. Like I want to be able to manage rappers. I want to be able to manage movement artists. Those are kind of like my go-tos. And really just foster their career in a holistic way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of people think it's only about the talent and it's only about the gift and what art that comes out of that. But it's so much more, especially in the entertainment industry. It's about mental. It's about physical. It's about, you know, emotional. Like, I feel like so many things.
I feel like it's also just like knowing that you know someone and you're not going to get taken advantage of.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like coming from stories that I've seen, a lot of like the dance industry, dancing for like artists and stuff like that have been like, I'm not going to just f***ed over.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like that's good that you're going that route because I know you as a person, like you'd love to just genuinely take care of people. So it's like, I feel like people need that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And the dance industry specifically and movement artists are so underrepresented.
Yeah.
Especially in the like during my program, I was the only dancer, the only movement artist. Everyone else was in music. Everyone else was in film. Yeah. Which is cool. And you know, there's some people that were in like motivational speaking and books.
Yeah.
But it's like, what's crazy is dancers have the ability to be all of that.
Yeah.
Dancers can be in film, they can be in TV, music, they're literally writing books.
Universal art form,
and we're the least represented. Like in terms of having agents that care about us and can like direct our careers and make sure we're paid make sure our contracts look right. That's a whole,
especially paid, bro. That's a whole podcast in itself. No, I'm over here hearing that like dancers don't even really get paid that much and
there's so much that goes into it too.
Look at your face right now. She knows.
Like, yo, do you know? Like, we all just finished dancing like a couple hours ago.
Yes, dude.
Yo, that genre is tiring.
Yes, bro.
That is tiring.
I don't think
on all sense.
I feel like this is a lot of people. For the people that don't dance, right? It's like just imagine going through months and months and months of rehearsals for 4 minutes. Now let that sit.
Right.
No, let
That's
that
facts,
sit.
though.
It's like
That's
months and
right.
months of rehearsals and planning and just going through for one event.
For
And
one
it
event.
only lasts from like 4 to 7 minutes.
It's
all of that.
so true.
30
Bro.
hours of practice.
30 plus. Bro, they don't understand the work.
It's the work. It's like the potential for injury, which is that's your money maker, and you literally working it every day.
Bro.
That's real.
It's like, so I think I told you this on like prior podcasts where like I feel like dancing is like a superpower that God just gave us, bro.
Absolutely.
And it's like just something that you have to learn to like, cause I feel like not a lot of people can dance, okay? Like the way that we do.
Right.
Okay? So when you can, it's like put upon you, and then God's like, what do you want to do with it?
Listen.
Bro,
Whoa. I get excited.
what are you gonna do?
I get
know what I
really
mean?
excited. Yes. I'm gonna tell you why.
Let me know.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the fact that you said that God gives it to you, and I told you it was either going to be ratchet or really righteous up in here, and so now it's turning to the righteous.
It will get into
Well,
righteous.
okay, so
No, for sure.
God gives it to you, and then you have to decide, or for the most part, you decide what you're going to do with it.
Yeah.
There was this story, what is it, parable in the Bible about the talents. Yes, do y'all know that
Please
one?
educate me.
Okay.
I love hearing about verses in the
I
Bible.
love the Bible.
Nah, we gonna talk about it, bro.
Because I feel like the way that I read it and the way that I receive from it is very untraditional, but in like the best way possible.
Please educate.
So the talents is a parable, which is just a story that God used to like teach kingdom principles. Yeah. And it's about 3 of his servants, or there's like a master, and when I say master, like someone that owns, like, for lack of better words, like someone who owns a company or owns land.
Yeah.
And then they have people that are their employees. And he essentially had 3 employees. And he was saying, like, look, all right, I'm gonna give you 10 coins. I'm gonna give you, I think it was like,
I know this
what I'm
story.
talking about? I think the other one was like 3. I can't remember how many. But the last one only had 1, right?
Yeah.
And he gave them these talents, right? Gave them these talents, and then was like, all right, do what y'all gonna do with them. I'll be back. All right, cool. And 10, he doubled his joint. He was like, I'm going to work. 3, he's like, I'm going to work too. Yer. Yer. And then the last one, who only had 1, he was like, oh, I don't have too much. I gotta hoard
Ungrateful.
it. I gotta hoard it. Digs a hole, drops it in there. Right? So, CEO come back. He's like, bro, let me see what y'all did. Let me see what's going on. 10, he's like, well, all right, dope. 3, my dog. You know what I'm saying? 1, that's it.
Yeah.
And I think when I was younger, I was like, damn, man, at least he kept it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You saw it in a different way.
But getting older, it's like you didn't even try.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know what I was like preparing you for, like what I even left to leave and come back to give y'all. And you showed me that you didn't want to do anything. And it was like a form of like ungratefulness, like you said, laziness. And I think about that with my own gift at a time when I was like, bro, I don't want to do this no more. And I'm like, you're ungrateful. Like, he just gave you all these skills and you just don't want to use them because you don't like how it feels to use them.
Yeah. Or you're basing it off of the perspective of other people rather than the perspective of God.
Oh my gosh. Exactly. Exactly. And autonomy. That's it.
You got that free
That's
will,
autonomy.
bro.
So that's why talents and God giving you something and deciding to use it has been like a big theme for my life in this like couple past months.
Yeah.
Because it took a lot of work to get back here. I was done. I said, I ain't doing this no more. The people ungrateful. Like, I was just like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm done with all of you.
Yeah, just real in myself. You know what I'm saying? Just how I feel about it. Just me. How, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's why I got excited when you said that.
Nah, you get it. No. So it's like how would you, within your dance style, like how would you describe yourself as a dancer?
Ooh. I would definitely say more mature
Okay.
currently. And definitely more, I'm gonna use the word confident, but confident because I know who I am now.
Yeah.
And specifically to answer the question, I'm giving very much crumper, very much crump style. However, my style of crump, because I have such an influence of other styles, because when I was in that dance troupe when I was a teenager, we were learning ballet, liturgical, obviously lyrical, modern. So I have a lot of technical, and it's not technical in the sense that I was in the studio all my life.
Yeah.
It's just technical in the sense of like I've at least gone to like level 1, 2, maybe 3. So I have enough muscle memory in my body for my crump not to be so gritty in a sense, because most crumpers just come straight from the street dance and they get raised up in crump.
Yeah.
So I have that technicality. I also have the mime background in that.
Yeah.
And then I have, the hip hop, which I, from Crucial and from Academy of Fresh. So my crump, even though I have the grit and the energy and the essence of crump, I have the ability to incorporate so many other of my styles that, man, I'm a hybrid. That's the word I'm going to use. I'm definitely a hybrid. And that's the word that street dancers use when someone has more than one style that they pull from.
Okay.
So the foundation is crump, in the sense of like that's like the core. Like when you look at me, it's like, oh, she buck.
I get what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? But my buck is my buck.
Yeah,
it ain't just buck. It's like my version of buck because of how I am. And then also to the flip side, because I'm learning flex dance. What's up?
Yo,
hey,
flexing is crazy though.
Crazy. It's first of all, that's a difficult style to learn.
Bro.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've learned a number of styles.
Yeah.
Flex dance? Flexing?
Bro, okay, let me tell you, bro.
Difficult.
Like, when I first battled with Wraith,
Yeah.
right? Nah, as soon as he pulled that out, I knew
baby.
it was over. Bro, I knew it was over. Like, guaranteed, bro.
They're a different breed.
Yo, like when Salim does it, bro.
It's very unique.
When Salim does it,
Yeah,
like,
I need to see him do that more, child. Well, we're gonna talk. That's not what I'm do. Go ahead.
no, but it's just like, that's all I wanted to say is just
Okay.
flexing. It's like ridiculous. Dude.
And even learning more about flexing, it's like there's different elements in it, and the elements that I pull from with my crump are shifting and pausing, and that the way I move is that not version, that's not the right, that foundation of flex, right? Yeah. And so I would say shifting from flexing, crump, and hip hop grooves are like my street style hybrid essence.
Dig it. No, I dig it.
Yeah.
I love it. Like whenever, because I don't know, it's like I feel like as a dancer, you don't necessarily, because it's just as like we said about it earlier, it's like a very universal thing.
Yeah.
Right. So then it's just the fact that like there's not just one style of dance. Like there's so much out there that we could learn as dancers.
Yep.
And so it's like, but that's just the challenging part. But it's just so exciting in a way when you learn a new thing or like a new style of dance, because you're getting to understand the cultures of everything behind it. So it's like whenever, let's just say, for example, right? One of the styles that I've always wanted to get into is crump.
Period.
Because I've said it before. It's like what I realized is that I've been told all my life to where it's like, it's very, I go hard when I dance, but sometimes I have a bit of tendencies to not be able to control it. Like it just comes out. But when I see crumpers, I see that they can give a lot of power, but it's the fact of how if all the power shot out here, it wouldn't overextend. They would know where to stop it.
Yep.
So that's what it trips me out every time I watch it. It's just that it's very like target, boom, right?
Yes.
And I'm just like,
I love it.
No, it's like you really start observing this stuff, and it's not just that, but it's like the storytelling and all the emotion you get from that one buck. It's like, yo, like he just told something there, like he feels that just from one crazy hit. Bro, so just like what made you get into crump? Like what like that being your foundation, your main?
So, just fun fact in general, when I wanted to dance when I was younger, like even when I was preparing to be a mechanical engineering major in high school, when YouTube was brand new, I always watched Les Twins, always, because like they were up there a lot. They just was up there. They was doing their thing on YouTube.
You give another smile. Yeah. Bro, you remember that, bro?
Listen, shout out to y'all, because y'all just been inspiring everybody who's been street dancing at this point.
They're the whole reason why I started wearing high top and spinning on my toe.
Period.
Bro.
I don't think I've ever seen them do that song.
Really? It was at a World of Dance.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to pull this up, bro.
Yeah, because
when I hear that song, I think about Chachi Gonzalez.
I think of Chachi and Moon Zhang, right? Bro, I love it. But they also did it too.
Continue though.
Yeah.
So yeah, with Crump specifically,
the
first time I actually saw Crump, well, fun fact, I feel like, again, of course, my miming just, you know, is coincide in a way.
Yeah.
But the first time I saw Crump dance was Norman, who goes by Brinks. So he's a Crump dancer you know, he's from the 757. He's up in the DMV now, near DC, and I don't know where I saw him. Oh, I know where it was. It was during a Digs Deeper. I don't know if y'all remember what Digs Deeper is.
No.
Isn't that by Matthew Dix?
Yes. And essentially the event that I put on, Surgery, that we'll talk about, that style is where you pretty much have a freestyle, but you'll come to the event and you'll be able to freestyle to whatever song you want to freestyle to, and you're just you're being who you are. You're showing who you are. And he was there, and Gorilla Will were there, and that was the first time I freestyled, like, and actually like tried to do something. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of a circle. Probably didn't do anything worth like talking about, but I remember he came up to me and he was like, "You should do that more." And I was like, "Oh shoot, okay. All right, cool." I felt like it gave me permission to do it more, you know? So when I returned back and realized that he was in the area and I wanted to know what style he did, I went to Gorilla. It used to be behind a juice bar. They would have classes, and I believe like Gorilla Will was like concept grooves or something like that, and then he would teach Crump.
Yeah.
So I went to both their classes because I saw them at Digs Deeper. And I learned the grooves, and I was doing the groove class, which I feel like a lot of my freestyle teaching classes is heavily influenced by Gorilla Will and the way he taught class. And, you know, still does teach class if he does, you know, do a dance class. And then I took Crump with Brinks.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am in love. I just love Crump. It's like, it fits my body. I was like, this is what I want to do. Right. And so I just felt seen as a movement artist. Like I was like, and I feel like that's how you know, like when you dance a specific style and you learn the foundation and you start learning the culture and you're like, oh, I fit in this. Like that's what it was for me. And I remember he did say during the class too, he was like, yeah, your body type and the way you're like the way my frame is in terms of like how I move is very complimenting to Crump in that movement as well. Yeah. So that's where I used to see Ether labbing all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Ether's
Addison.
Wild, bro.
Yeah, shout out to him too.
Yo, Ether's crazy.
So
he won that surge.
He did win that surge.
Yeah,
he sure did.
I remember
that
too.
He sure did. That's funny. The way it's not like a small world, but it's like, oh wow, these things come around.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. And then he ended up becoming my Crump teacher after a while. Wild. Yeah, really? Right? Mm-hmm.
It's networking connection, baby. That's just
crazy,
how it
right?
works. All right.
That was like I think a year and a half, 2 years like after that. But anywho, so that's how I started with Crump. How I continued with Crump is when I moved to Philly. Yeah. And I was a part of I Am Fresh. The owners there had told the instructors, they were like, y'all have to find, like, because I Am Fresh is a hip hop company where we do choreography and perform. But they instilled in us, Smart Mark and Shanika, that's their names, they're a married couple. They instilled in us that yes, you might want to be in the industry, yes, you want to do choreography, but you also have to know how to freestyle. You have to understand the street side and where it came from outside of the studio. So they told us that they wanted us to all pick a style that we had to go with. And I, of course, chose Crump because that's the last thing I felt attached to, I guess, in a way. And that was that. I had my first Crump lab out in Philly. with one of the dancers. His name is Will, and he passed actually, I believe, last year. That was hard for me too. That was a rough hit for me because he was my first crump lab I ever had. And but every lab, everything that I did when it came to crump, it was just like, it felt right. It felt like that was home for me. So that now that's like my skeleton, and everything I'm putting on top of that is the flexing, everything is like the muscle to build like who I am as a movement artist. Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to hear that story from you, because I remember you teaching a crucial audition, and it was I forgot what song it was.
It was
but
very freestyle
it was
focused.
trauma.
Bro, trauma. That's what it was, bro. And just being able to like incorporate crump, because you know, like whenever you do crump, it's kind of like all over the place. So it's like whenever you are doing it, it's like being able to like cram it down to like a choreography.
Yeah.
It's like, the thing is that I love about it is that, yes, you're giving a choreography, but then it's like an unlimited amount of choices that you can make, like how you hit certain things. So that's why I just love watching it, and learning that from you is like, because I don't know a lot of like female crumpers.
Yeah.
So being able to see you embrace that in a way, it's
Thank
just,
you.
I really saw that, like, bro, like you can tell from watching you crump is like, she loves this. Like this is what she's really passionate about. So it's like, keep moving forward with that, dude, honestly. So moving forward with dance, it's like, what have you learned from dance that wasn't a choreo?
Oh, the thing I learned from dance is that two things. So the first thing is that you're not going to be good right away.
Facts, dude.
Okay.
And that was a hard,
Facts.
that was a hard lesson to accept. You know what I'm saying?
No, dude, because we still struggle with that till this day.
To this day.
I feel like we've all kind of been there.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know, and that's what that. I mean, I feel like that's what most things, but you know, and I feel like with flexing specifically, you know, having to come into that and having that background of crump and flexing being a little bit different in terms of how you learn it and how you move, man, it's just like, it's a little difficult because I was like, damn, I suck. I was like, bro, why am I not getting this? I'm a good dancer.
Yeah.
I've been dancing for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you just, that's the process. You know, you're not going to be that great. You're going to look dumb. Some days you're going to do a round and you're probably going to have one piece of material, one concept that makes sense, and the rest of them are going to look like trash. You know what I'm saying? But if you quit and if you give up before you make it to the point where you're good, you're never going to get good.
Big
like,
facts, dude.
You just never, it's never going to happen
facts,
if you
man.
quit.
It's just a hard reality. You got to accept it sometimes, but you keep pushing then. You know what I mean?
So that's the one thing that dance taught me. The other thing I feel like dance, and this is like a really deep answer, dance has taught me a lot about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like about who I am, why I do things, how much strength I have. And it's not just in, you know, the physical sense, even though that is a thing as well. It's definitely also spiritual sense. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Mental, emotional. It's like, I didn't know I could deal with that much and still come out of it and want to dance.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
dude,
saying?
Honestly, dude.
So
yeah, man, I felt that. So after moving forward with that, because you're just mentioning how like one of the lessons that you've learned was like really getting to know yourself as a dancer, as a person. I kind of want to, well, I'm going to let you talk about it because you've really been involved in it, but I want to talk about your project, your little Lamentations, bro.
My little baby.
Your baby, bro. And I know that you're like the main videographer for it.
Yes.
So, I mean, like, what have you guys been cooking up, bro? Like, what is it? Like, what's the story, bro? Like,
I'll be so excited. You want to talk first?
I'm gonna let you listen.
You sure?
I want to let you talk. Yeah.
Okay.
I talk so much on this podcast. You're our guest. I want to hear you talk.
All right. So, just fun fact first. James and I, we have been, I guess, this like dynamic duo of like movement artist, videographer for longer than I feel like people know.
yeah.
Like, I don't even know when that year was. I just remember I had baby locks and you had no locks.
Yeah. I didn't even have locks yet.
He didn't have
Oh
locks.
my, bro.
Which, by the way, I wanted to mention, I got my locks from Jasmine. Jasmine started
you know
my locks.
that?
No.
Yeah, I started his
Yeah.
locks.
Really?
Yep,
Bro,
I started his locks.
I have a picture. I'm gonna look up
Yo,
a picture.
No,
Find
because
the
I've
picture.
seen a video. I've seen a picture and a video of you with your try hard white boy haircut, bro. It just did.
Hey, yo, you didn't have to come after me like that.
Bro, y'all gotta put you gotta put the picture in here.
We
Hopefully.
would know. We will. We'll edit it, and I'll make sure that you edit it in there so people can.
He's gonna
I'm
be
always
like, why did you do this?
Nah,
to
see,
me?
the thing is though, it's like I'm always talking about this man's growth, right? so
Yeah,
the way that
yeah.
the way that he was, and the way he looks now, like, bro, you're like a literal.
This is how my
Oh
locks
my
started.
God.
Bro, there's worms on your head, bro.
Yeah, he did not like him. He was gonna take him out that day.
I hated
He
them.
hated them.
That's how they started.
He looks grumpy.
It was not. Listen, also
roar.
to his defense, I was a very novice lock starter. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you know they
Nah,
came
but
out great.
look, bro.
Honestly, a month later, he was like, "Yeah, I love these." I was like, "See, you just gotta the
I
process."
I dig it, brother. But yeah, so
Oh yeah, so
Continue.
we started back in the day. So this is for most people, this is like, oh, this is new. They decided to do this. They just known each other. But like the first video was literally in the ODU gym, to Childish Gambino sweatpants.
I love
Yes.
that song. I was just listening to that song last
Yeah.
week too, dude.
Yeah, no, ain't it?
Silver spoon, cool.
Do you have the whole video of
I
that?
have to. I don't know where it is.
Oh my gosh.
We have to find this
We
video.
have to find that video because
This was-
we have to share it.
We have to
from,
share it.
from where we were
Yes,
and where we are.
and where we go. Listen, and
Fiskars don't make that noise when they start out. Just so you
that's
know.
it. Just so you know. Oh, okay. So the project itself is called Lamentations, and it details honestly. Whew, all right, put this into like at least a minute explanation. The process. So when I decided to move to Philadelphia,
Yeah.
that was my decision to do this entertainment and dance industry thing fully.
Yeah.
I said, this is my dream. I don't care if people are judging it. I don't care if people think I should have been a biomechanical or stayed a biomechanical engineer. I'm proving everybody wrong, and I'm following my dreams.
Amen.
So moving to Philly was that. When Philly ended up not being what I expected to be, and I ended up having to move back, which had nothing to do with the company I was a part of. It had nothing to do with dance. How transparent can I be on this,
Bro,
pod?
it's like this is your story. We would like
can
you to be
as
transparent.
transparent as
Always.
possible.
So my father was not feeling the fact that I moved to Philly to dance.
Yeah.
It was not. He was like, that is the dumbest thing you could have ever done for you to move to Philadelphia to do that. So although dance was really amazing, I was learning so much. I was growing. I would leave rehearsal and just go into a very toxic environment. And it was a year of that. And even before I moved with my dad, I had moved with his nephew to kind of get on my feet. And they didn't have auditions. Academy of Fresh didn't have auditions like yet. So I just, had to work and save up. And I was close to New York, so I could train and I could just do different things like that, which I was doing.
Yeah.
But it was like dance was perfect. Everything else was like, it was terrible. I was
Yeah.
homeless. I was living out my car. My car got into an accident. I lost my house because my house was my car. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like,
Damn, you
it
lose
was
a car.
just terrible.
Imagine losing your car and your home
At the same time.
Hey, yo, combination.
Some madness
We can
and
laugh about it now.
Yo, that's crazy.
It was terrible. Slept in my storage unit. Like it was, it was a lot. No, it was a lot. It was a lot happening.
Hey, everything happens for a reason.
Everything.
Bro.
And I don't talk about this a lot
You're here
because,
now.
and I'm here now, right? So yeah, it was just a lot of hurdles, a lot of like. But you know what's crazy? When I was up there, I was like, oh, it's still gonna work. It's fine. I didn't care. I did not
I'm
care.
gonna thug this out, bro.
I'ma thug
Yo,
it
and
out.
you know what? I respect you for that.
Thanks.
Honestly, bro,
Honestly.
Because I would
it would have been the end of the world for people.
listen. I was in the heart of New Jersey, homeless. Talking about I'm still gonna make it. Like, now should have been worried about where I was gonna eat and sleep.
God still got me.
The origin story.
But
So after that experience, I moved in with my father. went with Academy of Fresh, and it was great. I thought, because I was in a house, it had a roof over my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just was a toxic environment, and he didn't really agree with my life choices, and he wanted me to do certain things, and I didn't want to do those certain things. So it became kind of like a controlling situation, and then he ended up kicking me out. And I was like, I am not being homeless again. I said I did that one time.
I'm gonna take mine back.
I'm not doing that again, bro. I was like, nah. And then also, he had a car, so I was really gonna be on the street. So I was like, it's different to be car homeless and to be homeless. So street homeless is a whole nother.
She was looking at she was looking at the cardboard real hard, bro.
I was like, nah, son, this is not for me. Let me be smart.
But obviously, you came back here.
Yeah, I came back here, and that was really hard for me because, like I said, dance was so amazing. Like dance was going so well. Like I was on the track to want to, get signed and do all those things and live the dream that I thought was my dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that it wasn't my dream, because it was my dream, but, the path isn't always, your path isn't always the path the path that you think you're supposed to be on and that you try to go on isn't always the path that's set up for your life. And that's also another hard lesson that dance, taught me.
Yeah.
So I moved back, and I was like really depressed because, I was back here and I felt like I was going backwards because I felt like I did my time here and I'm doing my time there to put me somewhere else, so I felt like I just like messed up, but I was like, okay, I'm starting over, gave myself a 2-year plan. I moved back in 2018, started Surge in 2019. And so like towards the end of the 2-year plan, I was like, okay, this is looking up. We're doing great. Ended up injuring my back in October 2019. So I couldn't dance for about 4 months.
Oh, goodness.
And so October, so maybe it was November, end of October, November. So after the 4-month, a little like dance hiatus I needed to have to heal my back.
Yeah.
It was February 2020. It was almost the end of my 2-year plan. Had my business. My back was cleared so I could go to the gym.
Yeah.
COVID.
Damn.
COVID.
Bro.
COVID. And I was like,
Wild.
I said, God, now you know. I was homeless. I was all of these things, and I've just been on top of the world for you, just rooting for it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you do me like this? I was like, that's crazy. I thought you loved me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just mad, just upset.
I thought we were tight.
I thought we was tight. So, COVID was that. And then also just like 2020 was a rough year, and not because of COVID really, just because of like all the other things. I had 2 scandals in COVID, or like in 2020. Okay. I know, like, look at your face. Yeah.
Scandals.
Yeah, it was rough.
Jeez,
it was a little rough. And I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to give it energy. But one was, so I was a culture vulture for a while from that battle. Right.
Wow,
that word is worse than calling a female B word. Like
really? A culture vulture.
A culture vulture is a terrible term.
Well, how would you describe that?
Culture vulture?
Yeah.
It's pretty much someone who comes into the street dance scene or any dance culture or community culture and exploits it for money and clout or money and fame. Okay.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Dang, dude, that's rough.
All right, I see how that can be tough.
Man, that would hurt. I'm sorry.
After I was homeless for this life.
But you were truly doing it through the passion, though.
I was doing it, but see, that's what made it rough for, well, I won't say that, well, that's what made it rough for me to understand. I'm like, bro, don't y'all see I'm genuine? And it's like, but they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not to discredit me, but I had to really I had to come outside of my own feelings about that and understand that some people, and it could be a number of things why people felt that way and said that. I'm not going to take away some of the negative reasons why that could have also been said. But also, I was someone that they never knew, someone that they were unsure of why I was getting this much clout, for I guess lack of better words. Yeah. So for them, it was just like, yeah, who is she? And why she trying to do it, and why she doing it so fast? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. And I didn't take the time to get to know people. And I say, like, from accountability stance, I didn't take the time to get to know people well enough for them to know me well enough to not make that statement.
Yeah.
But of course, people don't feel that. I'll say like 98% of people don't feel that way.
Yeah.
The people who did feel that way don't feel that way anymore.
Yeah.
But that was a really hard thing to take on because I was going broke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't say I was not going broke. I budgeted pretty well.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I was dropping like $500 a month on events. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm not making money from this. So for y'all to think I'm a culture vulture, it was hard to take because it's like I'm working and I'm at work planning the event and then using the money to pay for the event. So it's like that's the last thing I feel like I was. So it was the culture vulture thing, and then it was a different situation that had happened within Crump that was really hard for me to handle during that time, which also made me take a break from Crump. So that's why I had took a break from the community out here because as much as that situation was, I in the moment, I felt like the other person's fault. I also, I had a long healing journey of learning like my faults and where I could be accountable. And I realized that to kind of like close this part of it out, a lot of the things I experienced with my father in Philly and how he felt about me influenced how I interacted with the community, with people here, with friends, and me not realizing how much trauma I experienced from a year and a half of, verbal and emotional abuse. I didn't know at the time how much that was affecting my relationships post that. You know what I'm saying? And it was really rough because I'm like, bro, why people treat me like... So I'm in this like victim mentality because I've been, abused for like, it's still hard to like say that and acknowledge it. But for me, it was like being able to acknowledge that and understand like, bro, this is what's been going on. This is what, this is how it affected you. And this is how your life was through that. I feel like having that awareness allows you to move forward. So this project is that journey. This project is having that awareness, deciding that you don't want to stay that way.
Yeah.
Deciding that you do deserve better, and what comes after that decision. Yeah. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Wow. That was great.
Girl.
That was great.
Thanks.
No, we definitely...
I never really like set it out like that.
Because I remember, like by the time you guys watch this, I feel like she'll be coming out with like another episode of Lamentations. But I remember doing a piece for you, and just being able to like connect, because to be able to like really connect into the song, I really had to tap into like a very emotional state of like what you were trying to explain, because there were so many stories that you told us. Like I remember even when you were explaining us to really get us into the mood of what we're doing here, like you told us the story, and it was like, damn, it's like you can really do so much and you can tell so much through dance of like the way that you're feeling. And it was just like, I just wanted to make sure that we were doing it justice for you. You know what I mean? Because it just, like, given super heartbreaking. Like, it's just, the things that we have to continue to go through. But then it was like, it's just realizing and not losing hope and faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I feel like that's a story that comes from a lot of it. So, like, Lamentations is great. Like, bro, when the trailer came out, bro, geeked, bro. When you made that trailer. Yeah. Bro, geeked. Like, man, I was just looking at it. I was like, Jae? Yes, Jae? That's it, girl.
And it's crazy, too, because the dynamic that James and I have, I feel like it's rooted in our friendship, right? Like, our friendship, mind you, I used to take James to crucial practice all the time. Like, he's baby bro, like, all the way. So, like, the vulnerability and like the deep-rooted friendship and respect that we have for each other makes it so easy to work with him. I literally tell James, I'm like, James, this is what I want. And it's the craziest thing. I'm like, I want it to seem like they're in the middle of this and they're walking through a tree and the tree's becoming a fountain and then like
he'll make it work.
He just does it. And I just be like
Jay's the magic man.
The magic man. And then I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted. So that's what that trailer was. I was like, I want all the clips from everything, and I wanted to go like this, and I wanted to this song.
Crazy. It was and even boom. Like rehearsal videos too. Like, bro, just the whole process of it is crazy. Yeah. So I know obviously this is gonna be a whole series, and we're gonna have to watch everything. So it's like, while people are watching this project, like from your from what you want to tell them, it's like what type of like perspective or like what's something that you want people to take away from what you've given us, this Lamentations project that you decided to do.
Let me say this too, because I didn't tap on this. You did do it justice for sure.
Oh, thank you.
For sure. Like when I saw what you did with the section of the song that you had, it was super perfect because even with like the number of people that we had that was in that section, and the way I came in towards the middle, and it just seemed like I was like, you know, disconnected, and I can't. It was perfect. It really was perfect. So no, I appreciate you,
girl. Anything
just as much.
You just gotta respect the art form.
That's
bro.
it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
That's all it is.
And to answer the question, I felt like what I wanted people to take away from it has built and matured over the 2 years.
I see what you're trying to say, though.
Yeah,
I see it.
You see what I'm saying? Like at first, I thought I was like, I want them. I think, well, at first I was doing it as a school project. Right? I was like, remember?
I forgot about that. I remember when you first hit me up. You were like, "Hey, James, like I want to do this thing, but it's all for a school project." And I was like, "Oh, bet,
all right, cool.
We could do that."
So the fun fact of that is that I always have these like grand ideas and I never do them. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, welcome to the Why Not podcast.
Welcome to the Why Not podcast.
Welcome to the Why Not podcast. So why not?
So
right?
I love it when people say that, bro. Every time, because remember when I told you Jasper's brother said it? He was just like, yeah, but listen to the podcast because why not? Like, bro, it's such a good question to ask yourself, though.
It's real, though.
It's real. But yeah.
As well. Yeah, so I wasn't going to do it. And I feel like Full Sail bamboozled me by tricking me and saying that.
Bamboozled.
Yeah, they were like, oh, you have a final project and it's going to have to be this from. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll just do it. But I was never going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so I did it. And I was only going to do the first 3 videos. And then I was going to be done. That was it. I wasn't going to do no more. That was it. I was doing video 1, 2, and 6 of this process. And that was it. And then I found out that I did 3 videos for nothing because the school project was a business plan. Wow. The final project was a business plan, bro. I said, so I just paid for and did 3 videos. I might as well do the rest.
You might as well.
So when it first started, I was like, oh, I want people to see that I can do this. Then it was, I want people to hear my story. Then it was, I want people to heal. Like I'm healing.
Listen.
Then it was people need to heal. You know what I'm saying? So it has grown. And now at this day and age, now that one video is coming out, and you know I have the other ones prepared to drop. Yeah. I realized that this is bigger than me. And that the 7 years from when I first moved to Philly to now have all been kind of like a case study for what it means to go through trauma and still want to pursue your dreams. And what I had to realize is that there's a lot of what looks like the perfect story of pursuing your dreams, especially on social media. It's like, oh, I got booked and I did this, but there's also like the things that don't look so nice that come along with it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that part of the story gets neglected, and it makes other people feel like what they're going through is unnecessary. Is it normal? You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to not desensitize, but normalize maybe the fact that you're gonna go through some shit.
Yeah.
And it's not going to look the same. It might not be as dramatic, and you know what I'm saying, but it's going to be rough, and you're going to have to overcome imposter syndrome, or you're going to have to overcome anxiety, or you're going to have to overcome a financial depletion of some sort. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
but you can overcome it, especially if you're meant to walk the path you're meant to walk for your dream. And whatever that dream may be, it might not be a dance dream. It could be even like wanting to have a family, and not being able to have kids. You know what I'm saying? And the doctor's telling you like this isn't gonna work, and now you're trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it. Like, you know, like it's hurdles are normal.
Yeah.
And once we start normalizing it, it gives people more confidence to jump over them and keep running the race. So that's what this dance EP is for me. Lamentations.
You know, something that I wanted to say was, I know that you said that this project is bigger than you, and I agree, because I remember, first thing is, I remember when we were filming for some of the videos, there were actually a lot of people, including myself, going through something very traumatic.
Yeah.
You know, and I actually remember, and you guys don't see it in the video, but this next video that's about to come out, the second one, G, I think after her dance, I think she actually cried.
Yeah.
She cried. And I think that we did a good job of like capturing a moment that she was going through it, and like that moment that you see, and you guys will see it in the video.
Yeah.
There's a moment where it's around the end where Gianna is like going through it, and like that was real, and you can tell that it's real.
Yeah.
And so I just want to let you know that like you doing this project, like you were really helping a lot of people during that moment. And I can actually say for myself, like for me, like I remember it was you, the movement dancer, and me for the very first video. Like,
oh yeah,
we had a talk about everything going on in our lives, and we all realized that during that moment we were actually all going through trauma.
Yep.
And I'm very happy and I'm very proud of you, because I look at Lamentations, each video, I've looked at of course I looked at every video, every single second and every single clip of hours of footage that we recorded for that project. And honestly, I feel like I didn't realize until halfway there, but like I needed Lamentations. Yeah, like, dude. And I look at the videos and I look at what they're about, and there's so many things in it that's like, wow, shock, like that was me. Like, wow, the new friends or real friends, that was me at one point, you know, like it's like every single video I related to. And I was like, bro, like it's crazy. And I just know that not just me, and I know not just you, but I know that there's so many people who are going to see this project and they're going to relate, and they're going to be like, wow, like I needed this. This is art. And that's why I'm super proud of you. I'll say it again and again and again. I'm so proud of you for this concept that you've created. And I just want to say I am so blessed to just being a part of it. Like, thank you so much for allowing me to help create your vision and make that a reality.
Thank you.
Like, you're just reminding people that they're like, other than everything else that we continue to go through, and like the stuff that would, like, you're reminding people that they're human and it's okay to feel the way that we do, and there's a way to get through it. Yeah. So what I wanted to tell you is like two things, right? So the first thing I wanted to make sure to let you know is I feel like coming from what I've experienced with working with you on Lamentations and constantly just being able to like, just to be, what I've learned is to just like embrace the journey. It's so hard to be able to go through this journey, and thinking about like, even whenever you're just thinking about like the memories and how wrong like people could have done you or stuff like that, it's like you just cannot, there's literally nothing that you can do but to push through. Yeah. Like, it's just no matter how hard it is. And that's what I've noticed from like being able to hear from you, listening to your story, is just that like something brought you down, but it wasn't about the fact that you got down, it was how you got back up. So being able to embrace that journey and to just know that, yes, I was here, this is what happened to me, but it's like, this is where I'm at now, and I'm so I'm proud. Like, I'm legitimately proud of you. And the second thing is, like, if no one, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have told you, but I'm going to say it again and again. It's like, whatever God has decided to put upon you, like, and give you this power of dance. Like, I want to tell you personally, I feel like this is what God is telling me to tell you right now, is like, you are called.
Ooh.
You're literally called. Like, you have a gift, and what you're doing right now with Lamentations, this is literally just a stepping stone, dude. This is literally just a stepping stone for you to be able to use this. And we have seen from years that dance has turned into something that we do more than just for it to look cool, but you're helping people.
Yeah.
Like, you're finding a relatable thing to talk to people without even having to say anything. And it's just like, you are called, you are using your gift amazingly and wisely. And I pray and that I hope that you continue to make projects like these and continue to just embrace your journey. Be who you are as a dancer, be who you are as a person. And I promise you, and bro, it's just like, you are going to continue to go far, and you have real friends.
I love y'all so much. Oh my gosh. Like, I love y'all so much. Oh my god.
We will be here to support you, bro.
Do you remember when you wanted me to give you a Nigerian name?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the Nigerian name that I gave you? What is it?
Chinenya.
Chinenya. Do you know why I gave you Chinenya?
Well, I know what I think the reason is.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you and tell the camera.
Okay.
I called you Chinenya because Chinenya is my mother's name.
Blessing.
And my mother's name is Blessing. And when I see you, I like, you are real true blessing.
Thank you.
And so when you said that you wanted a name, I was like, I know a perfect name for you.
And that meant a lot to me, to be quite honest, because I feel like the mother-son relationship is very intimate.
Yeah.
Sovereign, I guess, might be a good word, a better word for it. So I was very honored with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm honored by by the words that y'all are telling me now, because a few people who don't get it, and this is no slight to them because they just don't get it yet. They're like, oh, you need to put it on Patreon and sell it and this and that. And you need to do it so you can make sure that you're, seen in LA. And don't you want to make money? And I'm like,
yeah,
it's none of that.
Yeah.
It's not.
Tell them, man.
It's not about that at all.
Tell them, bro.
It's not. It's just not. There's no other way to say that. And to know that that means blessing. Also, because I remember you said that. Like, I remember when you said it just now, it reminded me. But I always, when I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's James' mother's name as well. But blessing is so beautiful because I think a lot of people think blessings are just like financial and getting ahead and this and that. I'm finding that the more that I've been obedient along this journey, and because there was a time I was like, man, I ain't even gonna do this watch party. It's just, this drink is hard, and you know what I'm saying. But to be obedient and to follow through with what God has called you to do, and this is a word for any and everybody.
Yeah.
That is the blessing. Like, it sounds like it's it's like not that big of a deal. It's like, oh, okay, you're doing that, but I have $3 in my bank account right now. I mean, I'm getting more money. Don't worry, guys. More is coming. But I have $3 in my bank account, and I'm after I leave here, I'm going to my mama's house, and I'm sleeping on her futon, and I don't feel sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel blessed because I'm able to do what I'm called to do. And I know that being obedient to that calling is going to get me more than just what I need in the natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the peace that I have been receiving, even amongst the, not to get too like spiritual and like churchy, but like amongst the attacks that come with that, like with following, sometimes that's a whole nother thing. But
We get religious in this podcast.
Okay,
don't worry.
cool.
We could talk about it, bro.
Yeah, so it's like when you're following your calling, you know, that's not an easy thing to do.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
a lot of people, I think they would expect and be hopeful that means like, oh yeah, everything's gonna be great. But you get attacked, and the closer it came to me dropping that first video, the more and more and more things were happening, just like out of the blue. But having a mature perspective spiritually, you understand that means I'm on the right path. And, you know, sometimes it looks like, you know, you got to have some discernment, because sometimes some things happen just because you in the wrong place and you ain't doing the right thing. Right. So it's like you have to be able to discern what things are. But I remember after that first video dropped, it was like calm waters. Waters is the best way for me to explain this. You know, when you're on water and it's rocky and it's like, oh, like, bro, that was the past couple months. With everything, I dropped that video, boom, everything was still.
Oh, that's so
spiritually
beautiful. That is so beautiful.
And that's how I knew that I was blessed.
That's kind of like the first scene in the first video. You see the water.
Full circle. It just came full
Everything
circle.
comes together, y'all.
Everything comes together.
Everything happens for a reason.
Just real quick note, it's like what you were just saying there is just like, it's so true, because I feel like the deeper that you dig into God, right? And people have to realize, right? If there's a good, there's a bad.
Yes.
So the more let's just say that what is it? The more that you continue to follow God, you have to realize something else is following you too, just as much as you're following into God, right? So that's when it starts getting but you're doing the great thing though, is because that yes, you see this, but you're also seeing that, but you know what's true.
Yes.
So that's why whenever you're getting into that, you just have to remember, I'm called. Like, this is what I am doing, and I know that this is the right thing, because literally from what James has been telling you and how people have been, like, before you even have it, like, released the entire thing, people have felt connected to it already. Yeah. So that's when you know that you are not just doing this because of what it could... You're not doing this just because of what, basically, like, the progression of it. It's not just what you got from it, not what you benefited from it, but what other people are benefiting it from too. So just amen to you, bro. Like, just being able to hear this from you is just, it just makes me so proud that I'm your friend, bro. Like, it's just, oh man, this is why I love my friends, bro.
Same, because y'all, man, I don't think y'all understand. Y'all have gotten me through a lot of things. Like pre this year and pre all of that, like I think I cried at all y'all rehearsals.
Yeah, bro.
Like
yeah, no, but it was just something that was just, it was the fact that you cried during those rehearsals, yet you want to come back to the next one and let's finish through. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it can get so dark to the point to where it's like, you know, I don't even want to do this anymore. I don't even want. I bet you even had one of those moments to where it's like you didn't even want to continue on with the project. Because I feel like that's just how things go, you know? But it's because you've pushed through, and now look where we are. Bro, we're having a watch party tomorrow.
What's going on?
I will say this. I didn't want to talk about it during the podcast.
What's up?
Like, is your laptop dead?
Oh.
Yo, like, we got a file for you.
Because if that happened, then...
Hallelujah.
You should charge it, or is it... Did it stop?
Oh, it's halfway done though.
All right,
it's halfway done.
Make sure your laptop doesn't die, because that's important.
Oh, we got some time on it.
Right,
45.
Cool. All right, bet.
Okay,
45.
we're good.
We're good. We're chilling.
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I'm watching it.
Thanks. But to add to your point though, one thing I did learn during this process was the importance of community. Because those moments that I had with you all during your specific practices, if I would have had those by myself, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And being able to have real friends and them accepting who you are, where you are, is important. It's very important. And that's why I'm grateful, because these past couple years have not been pretty. I haven't been pretty. I haven't sounded pretty all the time. I haven't, looked pretty, and that is not on a vain sense. You know what I'm saying? And being able to be around people that love you in spite of and speak truth to you in spite of is super important. Super important. Yeah. So that's why I can't tell y'all how much I'm grateful for you all. Like when I say it, I was like, I can't really convey, because words cannot convey enough how much I feel it inside. So yeah, shout out to y'all too. Like, for real.
Honestly, I just want to tell you, like, it's just because I remember, right, when this is just something I wanted to mention to you about James. Definitely, like us, of course we have like our meetings about the podcast, right? So we were just like, bro, I'm editing this podcast and I'm just realizing, like, dude, we've been talking in this podcast for like 2 hours.
Oh my god.
And we tried to bring it down and we tried to learn, but bro, I'm over here looking at the time, bro.
What time is it?
We've been talking for 1 hour and 54 minutes. Ooh. Bro, but see, that's the beauty. Nothing you have to edit.
Look at his face. Because he has to edit.
I just want to let everyone know that it's going to take me about 6 hours to edit this podcast video. So if you've gotten this far, God bless you.
Bro, God bless you for listening to this, bro. But honestly, it's like, that's what I feel like this is the beauty of having this podcast, is because there's just so much that I didn't even know from you, right? Just to be able to like sit down with you and talk to you, and just knowing this whole journey, this whole experience, and just we can just get lost in the conversation. And this is what I feel like friends really do need, is to just have a sit down and just talk and vibe it out. You know what I mean? And I'm honestly just blessed the opportunity to actually have you on the pod, because I know this was like super last minute too, because we were planning a Saturday with you, but we were just like, bro,
my battery ran out. That's how you know it's been a long time.
That's how you know it's been. No, but that's okay though, because it's like we're still recording here. But I mean, like, to be honest, it's the beauty of being lost in the conversation, being able to like talk to you and everything, just being good vibes and just like listening to your story. It's such a beautiful thing, and I want you to know that you're always gonna be welcome in somebody's house. And it's just we're just super blessed to have you here.
Thank you.
We're so like, having you as a guest was probably one of the greatest ideas that we probably had on this pod. And but I mean, like, dude, we have just been talking for so long, and I know that even after this pod we'll be talking even more. You know what I mean? But I mean, like, just to wrap things up, before we usually let things go with like our guests, we love to have like a little lightning round.
Okay.
So we want to be able to ask you some questions.
Okay. I'm excited.
I mean, I'm gonna try to make it into questions that like you can answer fast, but then if you want to take some time to think about it too,
I'm gonna try to answer fast as well.
All right. So beginning of the lightning round, James, are you ready? Yes. Oh. Your mic's not on.
I'm ready. My mic is on. Sorry about that.
All right. So your first celebrity crush?
Oh, Bow Wow.
Really?
Bow Wow was that guy. Shad Moss.
You were gonna say something else.
Shad Moss with them green eyes, baby. I said that is my husband. Nah, he not.
What was your favorite childhood TV show?
Oh my God, Arthur. I think I'll say Arthur first. That was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Arthur was the first one.
Your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, cookies and cream.
Ooh,
hands down,
girl.
cookies and cream.
I respect. Oh, I want ice cream. Continue.
Favorite number?
Dirty ice cream. 37.
I want that too.
Why? Okay, let me just ask you
37?
why. Yeah.
Because I like 30. I mean, I like 30. I like 3 and I like 7. So.
Is that really the reason?
Yes.
Wow.
I also like all odd numbers.
Oh my God.
Except for 8. 8's lit.
How many times did you sneeze in the last 7 days?
Oh my God. I have winter allergies, so several.
What is something in your bag that you always have to have with you at all times?
Vaseline.
Nah, bro. This man has the stick. This glue stick of a man.
Hey, yo.
Just,
that joint is crack.
It's
Right.
Need.
Get yourself a glue stick of Vaseline.
What is your favorite carb? Bread, pasta, rice, or potatoes?
Pasta.
Pasta, bro. It just has to be pasta. For me, bro.
All right, I got that.
All right. How many hours of sleep do you need?
6.
It's fair.
That's like 6. The average amount everybody does need. If you could ask God one question, what would it be?
What's up, bro?
You know
That's
what?
the first one that
That's
came to
real.
mind.
That's real.
Just a little
What's
quick
up?
note. I feel like at this point, if I were to ever just see God, I just feel like I'm at a point where I just cannot just ask questions and just say thanks.
Yeah, for real. It ain't
Just
too much
think,
I gotta
bro.
say. Like, you know.
What is it? Wait, where's the? Oh, do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
Mm,
No.
okay. And do you like giving presents or getting presents?
Giving.
Okay, I got one. Flats or drums?
Hey, bruh. Nah, man, because
Hey, let her answer. Let her answer. All right. I thought you were.
Flats.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
we're gonna leave it there. If you don't say drums around James, bro.
If you say drums, I'm kicking you out of the podcast.
Dang.
Or boneless.
If you say boneless, we're not friends.
boneless.
In fact,
Boneless is
if
an
you were on the podcast and you say
audacity.
boneless, I'm not editing. I'm not editing that
Blasphemy.
video.
Terribly.
You can edit it yourself.
Dang.
But yeah, dude, I'm just gonna end it with the wings, bro, because it's a very definite moment of whether James likes you or not, whether if you like drums or flats, bro.
It
Can I
matters.
say something?
What's up?
When Red Bull says they're gonna give you wings, why don't they ever talk about food? Think about it.
Wait, say that again.
When Red Bull says they're gonna give you wings, why is it never food?
Just
I ain't trying to fly, I'm trying to eat.
You know, that's a great question, and
that's it, bro. It's like daily dose of knowledge for the day.
I don't even know what to say. Honestly, that's a good question. Why?
Oh my
Why is that Red Bull?
goodness. Why
Sponsor
is
us.
that Red Bull? Yo.
Red Bull give you wings. No, it don't.
They lied.
I've been drinking them. I ain't seen no wings coming my way.
They straight on lied to us.
Buffalo Flats, 13 of them
Now,
with a Coke.
why am I floating?
Why am I voting?
I didn't ask
Bruh.
for that.
What's going
I
on?
didn't ask for that.
Oh, that's great.
Oh man, dude. But yeah, man. Honestly, great episode today, bro. It's just
Yeah.
like we definitely enjoyed having you on the pod, and I would
Thanks. I
not
enjoyed
mind having you
being
here again, bro. Like it's
We
so,
gotta-
you know.
We gotta have Jay back in here.
bro. It's like we've been finding the great balance in between having a very like emotional talk, but also being a crackhead at the same
At the
time.
same time.
Like we just love
Crazy.
it so much. But is there anything that you would like to say to the audience before we, split off from the podcast?
Make sure you tune in to the Why Not podcast weekly. They're amazing. And make sure you follow them on Spotify, subscribe them on their YouTube, because why not?
Because why not? And we're
Exactly.
also going to be dropping Jasmine's socials down there too, and a link to her Lamentations series. Make sure to tune into that every single week, bro. She's going to be posting
Yes.
it up, man. It's going to be such a beautiful thing that y'all can learn from. But like what she said, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe on all of our stuff. Make sure to follow our YouTube, follow our Spotify, our Instagram page, everything. We're going to give you the daily dose of the why not every single time, bro. But other than that, we're going to finish how we started.
Yes.
So on 3, just give a good old your skis. Okay. So ready? And 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Catch you guys in the next episode.
Hey, happy
Thank
Thanksgiving,
y'all.
guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Tell somebody you love them. Goodbye, Chicago.
Eat the turkey. Eat the turkey. Eat the turkey. Eat the turkey.
Cut-
Eat the turkey.
Cut the
Eat the
lo-fi
turkey.
music.